Hello, this is David Jenkins, La Plata Town Council member from Ward 4. I will be your host for this podcast titled La Plata Ward 4 Update, providing updates about the La Plata Town Council meetings, issues affecting you as residents, and other related activities. I've also started a La Plata Ward 4 video update, which are short videos about specific projects and issues, and have been posted to my Facebook page, facebook.com/djenkinslp Town Council Ward 4 /. These videos are also posted to the app or the website called Nextdoor, www.nextdoor.com//newsfeed. A little background: the Town Council has their work sessions each month on the second and third Tuesday, and then we have our business meeting on the fourth Tuesday. All meetings start at 6 p.m., and now the Town Council work sessions and business meetings are now hybrid. That is, you can attend in person or virtually. Each agenda provides a link to attend virtually using the Microsoft Teams platform. Meeting agendas can be accessed to the town website, www.townlaplata.org. And please note, all meetings are recorded, so you can view them later at your leisure. So now let's get started with our latest update. Hi, and welcome again to this latest episode of La Plata Ward 4 Update Podcast. This is David Jenkins, La Plata Town Council member from Ward 4, and your host for these podcasts. This is a follow-up to my last podcast, which was posted December 7th, and entitled Annexations, My Vote and Why, an explanation of my no vote in opposition to the annexations entitled the HUB and Hawthorne Yards. As you may recall, they were approved by a 3-1 vote at the Town Council meeting on November 22nd, 2022. So I wanted to follow up with this episode about, well, now that supposedly they were approved, what's next? This information I will provide is from a publication done by the town planning staff called What is an Annexation? And I'll provide a link in the notes to this document. So let me begin by saying that the approval of these annexations does not constitute approval of the development of their concept plans which they submitted as part of the application. These concept plans only showed what potentially could be built on these properties in accordance with the proposed zonings they were asking for. So actual plans were not approved by the annexation approval. It's important to note then that an annexation itself is not effective until 45 days after the enactment of the annexation, unless there is a petition to take the annexations, either one or both of them, to a referendum. And as you may recall, a number of years ago, an annexation was approved by a prior town council for a site where a new Walmart was proposed to be built. This annexation was taken to referendum and was defeated. That is, there was a vote by the citizens, and the annexation was overruled, and therefore that property was never annexed into the town. So let me go further. So after a property has been annexed into the town, the property must be developed in accordance with the town code and specifically to the zoning category they asked for. So this is when additional detailed studies such as a traffic impact study, stormwater management, forest stand delineation requirements, non-tidal wetlands delineation, and other environmental sensitive areas would be provided in their plans, as well as how the property would be developed, and looking at the lot layout, the number of dwelling units, and all this would be reviewed and submitted to the town planning staff and the town planning commission for their review. And these plans can either be approved with conditions, or denied by the planning commission. However, for the HUB, which asks for a TDX zone, that requires what we call a master site development plan, and they have to be submitted to the town planning commission, and there are specific requirements of how they are prepared, and that's in our town zoning ordinance under Chapter 191. Excuse me. The HUD's proposed zoning is TDX, so they will be, and I don't know when this will happen, but if in fact they submit a master site development plan, it would be submitted to the town planning commission and the town council. And as prescribed in the zoning ordinance, there would then be both a planning commission and town council public hearing by each body. And this was the case, as you may recall, for steeplechase. They had to have a public hearing by the planning commission, followed by a public hearing by the town council. Now, there are specific requirements in the zoning code for the TDX zone, and that's listed in section 191-11 in the town zoning code, and I'll provide a link to this town code in the episode notes. Hawthorne Yards, the other annexation, is proposing what we call NCX zone, neighborhood commercial mixed use. And again, that will also require a master site development plan to be submitted again to both the town planning commission and the town council. So again, there will be 2 public hearings, one before the planning commission for their master site development plan, excuse me, and the town council. So we'll both have separate public hearings on their master site development plan. Those requirements are listed also in the town zoning code, specifically in section 191-34. And again, I'll put a link to this part of the code in the notes as well. So it is important then for residents and the community to follow the monthly planning commission meetings, so you understand when these master site development plans will come before the planning commission for review, as well as when the public hearings will be scheduled. Now, the town planning commission meets on the first Tuesday of each month at 6 p.m. at the town hall. And as of last year, all planning commission meetings are either held in person or hybrid, where you can call in or attend virtually using the Microsoft Teams platform. This is the same thing we do at the town council meetings. Now, when the planning commission and/or council hold a public hearing, they have to meet certain notification requirements as required in state law. Specifically, there will be a 15 days notice of these hearings, and they would be advertised and published in a newspaper of general circulation within the town or around the town. And that notice shall include the time and place of the hearing, a brief description of the proposal to be considered at the hearing, and a place where a copy of the proposal can be reviewed. Also, at these public hearings, as you may remember from steeplechase, any person can sign up to speak, and they can bring or they can submit letters or other data as part of the public hearing process. So I just wanted to kind of give you a follow-up of what could happen with these annexations now that supposedly they've been approved. Now I just want to change gears a little bit and give you some information about a recent article was posted that said, quote, "The town council has approved a senior living community of 52 one-story detached homes on a 25-acre site on Maryland 6, end of quote. Well, that article, that information is incorrect. Now, a special exception to develop 24.9 acres in the R21 zone for a senior living community has been filed with the town to the Town Board of Appeals. Now, the Town Planning Commission, as required at their December 6th meeting, reviewed the special exception request and application, and the Planning Commission has forwarded or will forward their recommendation to the Town Board of Appeals. Now, the Town Board of Appeals will then have a public hearing on this request for a senior living community at their January 11th, 2023 meeting. Their agenda for this meeting has not been posted at this time. So I don't want to be sensitive about it, but I also want to correct misinformation that the town council has not approved anything with respect to a senior living community. It's going through the normal special exception process as required by our town zoning ordinance. So, as you can, so to wrap up this episode, I certainly understand and know that these development and zoning processes are complicated. So again, I urge you, all residents, so you get an understanding of the process of what's available. Please go to the town website and look at the town planning commission agendas as well as town council agendas. You can see when the meetings occur. All meeting materials are available once the agendas are posted. And please know that all meetings are recorded, so you can watch them at a later time. They are available on on YouTube under the Town of La Plata. And I believe they're also available, these recordings are also available through the Microsoft Teams platform. So again, I want to urge your participation by following our agendas as well as the Planning Commission agendas, which are available on the town website. So thanks again for listening. If I don't post another episode between now and Christmas, I hope you have a great holiday season and a safe holiday season. Thanks again for listening, and I look forward to any comments or questions you have. And my email is djenkins@townlaplata.org. Thanks a lot, and I hope to hear from you soon. This concludes the latest La Plata Town Council Ward 4 update. I hope you find this podcast informative and useful. So let me know what you think. I look forward to speaking to you again and listening to your questions and concerns. To reach me, my email address is djenkins@townoflaplata.org, or my cell phone number is 301-263-3471. Thanks for listening. Talk to you soon.